Hey, Shawn Greeves. Welcome back to 30 Years of Real Estate Tips. This is number 6. We're rocking and rolling. All right, so what is 30 Years of Real Estate Tips? I've been doing real estate for 30 years. This last stint, I started back when I was 19 and 20 years old. I stopped, got back in 30 years ago, never looked back. It took me 5 years to make my first $1 million. Knowing what I know now, it probably would have taken me 2 years. But hey, we all got to learn, right? That's why I'm trying to share some of these tips. So I've done over 6,000 real estate deals. Actually, I've done 6,000 loans. I'm a hard money lender. I bought about 300 houses of my own. I had 83 rental houses at one time. Yeah, that's a lot of work. I managed them all myself. A lot of guys can't do that or don't want to do that, but that's just the way I am. I am a hard money lender. I do no qualifying, no credit check, no application. Don't be afraid of hard money. Hard money just means I lend on a hard asset. Hard money allows you to do multiple deals because if you're just using your money, you can usually only do one deal until you get that money back. But if you do this business right, you're going to want to start doing 2 and 3 houses at a time. Then you use other people's money. I don't care if you use me. There's other hard money lenders out there. There's private lenders, there's banks. Banks are a lot harder to get money from. I do no qualifying, no credit check, no application. I'm a true hard money lender. I don't care about your credit. You could have got out of jail yesterday. I don't care. I'm going to finance you if the deal's right. Other hard money lenders are not true hard money lenders because they treat you like a bank. They want to see your taxes. They want to see how much money you have in the bank. They want to check your credit. They do all this stuff. That's not the way I am. I'm a true hard money lender. All right, enough of that. We're going to talk about rental houses. Okay, I had 83 rental houses at one time. A lot of times when I talk to brand new real estate investors, they say, I want rental houses, but they have no money. Well, it takes a while to accumulate houses. It actually only took me a couple of years to accumulate 83 houses. And I held those for about 4 years, made $2.1 million in profit in that 4-year period. But I don't expect anybody to do that good that fast. But most people say, I want rental houses. Well, most guys are going to maybe make $300 a month on a rental house. After the taxes and insurance and all that stuff, $300 is just walking around money. And if something breaks, forget about making any money that year. Let's say the furnace goes out. Now you're looking at $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. That means you're not going to make any money on that rental house. So if you don't have any cash, if you don't have $100,000 in the bank, you don't need rental houses. You need to accumulate cash. That's why you need to buy, fix, and sell. We talked about it in one of the last videos of doing smaller deals, making fast money, and making it up in volume. But let's talk about the rentals. Whenever you buy a house, always, did I say always? Always use a title company. See, a lot of times the guy wants to quit claim a house to you. Well, you know what? If that guy has a car repossession and child support on his credit, it comes with the house. You get to pay for his car repossession and his back child support. But you don't know unless you use a title company. Too many guys take houses on quitclaim deeds and then they find out, the seller, he was married and or he was separated from his wife and his wife didn't sign the quitclaim deed. You're screwed. Always use a title company. Always. I don't want to spend the $400. Hey, it's money well spent. All right. Now, when you get insurance on properties, a lot of guys don't get insurance. House burns down, they're screwed. Get vacant property insurance. See, a lot of guys will go to State Farm and get a homeowner's policy. Well, guess what? A lot of times on those homeowner policies, there's a clause in the homeowner policy saying if a house is vacant for 30 days or 60 days and you have a claim, they're not going to cover it. You have the wrong insurance. Okay? So you have to get vacant property insurance. Okay? You want a good insurance guy, call me. I use a guy named Anthony Seifert. He's great. I mean, he moves really fast. But you got to have the right insurance on your properties. Get rental insurance. Get a renter's policy, not a homeowner's policy when it's rented out. All right? But if you have a vacant property policy, and the place burns down and you've rented it out, it's not vacant anymore. You got the wrong insurance. They're not going to cover that. Also, when you're fixing up a house, put an alarm on it. And I put a sign in the window saying alarm is on. So people, they're going to break into the house, but it may slow some people down. If you have a rehab crew, Don't give them your credit card to go buy merchandise at Home Depot and Lowe's. Don't give them your credit card. Go buy gift cards. Put $500 on it. Then when they use it up, give them another card. That way they won't be buying dinner and fur coats and jewelry for their girlfriends. Also, when you have tenants, don't have them pay the sewer bill because they're not going to pay it. Because that's a utility that can't be turned off. They're not going to pay it. And there's going to be a big lien slapped on your house. 2 years down the road, 3 years down the road, you find out they haven't paid the sewer bill. You're on the hook because you're the owner. If a tenant falls behind on their rent, evict fast because there's a line that they're going to cross that it's going to be cheaper to move out than to pay you if you don't evict them fast enough. So evict fast on those tenants. And I'm talking fast because I don't want to take up a lot of time on this one, this here. Also, if you have Section 8 tenants, do not take cash under the table. They may be qualified for a $600 rent, but you want $800 rent or $1,000 rent, and they say, I'm going to pay you under the table. You know what? If Section 8 finds out, you can go to jail. They can sue you. If you have more than one Section 8 contract, they can cancel all your contracts. How do I know this? I found that out the hard way. I didn't know that. Also, little maintenance. Change the furnace filters on your furnaces every 6 months because the tenants won't do it. Furnaces are going to break down. The reason most furnaces break down is because they're dirty. They haven't changed the furnace filter. So stay on top of that. So these are just a few tips on rental properties. There's a ton more, but we're at 6 minutes and 37 seconds. So I'm Shawn Greeves. I'll see you next time.